In recent years, Japan has seen a gradual increase in foreign workers amid a worsening labor shortage, particularly in construction, agriculture, nursing care, and service industries. Alongside this demographic change, a controversial narrative has been gaining traction: if the number of foreigners increases, Japanese wages will not rise. This statement has sparked heated debates on social media, political platforms, and academic circles. But how much truth does it actually hold? To explore the validity of this claim, we spoke with labor economists, sociologists, and policymakers who shed light on both the data and the assumptions behind this growing sentiment. Japan's labor shortage and the role of foreign workers. Japan is currently grappling with one of the most severe labor shortages among developed nations. According to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, the working age population, ages 15 to 64, has been declining since the mid-1990s. This trend is expected to continue, with the working population shrinking by over 30% by 2050. To counteract this demographic crisis, Japan has turned to foreign labor. As of 2024, over 2 million foreign workers are employed in Japan, the majority coming from Vietnam, China, the Philippines, and Indonesia. Many are employed under the Technical Intern Training Program (TITP), or the more recent Specified Skilled Worker (SSW) visa scheme. While their contributions are vital, some critics argue that this influx of foreign labor is artificially suppressing wage growth for Japanese workers. The economics behind wage trends. Professor Hiroshi Nakamura, a labor economist at Tokyo University, explains. Wages are determined by productivity, demand for labor, and bargaining power. Simply increasing the supply of labor, whether domestic or foreign, can have a downward effect on wages in certain sectors, but this is not the whole story. Nakamura emphasizes that foreign labor tends to concentrate in industries where Japanese workers are scarce, such as elderly care, construction, and food service. These are sectors where even increased wages have failed to attract enough Japanese workers. In that sense, foreign workers are not replacing domestic ones, they're filling in the gaps. Moreover, according to research by the Japan Institute for Labor Policy and Training (JILPT), there is minimal evidence to suggest that foreign labor has led to a systemic decline in wages across the broader economy. Regional and sectoral disparities. That said, localized effects do exist. In certain rural areas or industries where wage levels are already low, the arrival of foreign workers may dampen pressure on employers to raise salaries. For example, in the manufacturing hub of Aichi Prefecture, where many Vietnamese trainees work in small factories, wage stagnation has been observed over the past 5 years despite strong demand. According to Junko Sato, a social policy researcher, the problem isn't that foreign workers are taking jobs or lowering wages, it's that the system allows employers to keep wages low by exploiting vulnerable foreign labor with limited rights. Indeed, some employers have been found guilty of labor violations, including unpaid overtime, unsafe conditions, and illegal deductions. These practices create an uneven playing field that indirectly affects wage dynamics for all low-income workers, Japanese or not. Structural challenges in Japan's wage system. Experts also point to deeper structural issues in Japan's wage-setting mechanisms. Compared to other OECD countries, Japan has long had stagnant wage growth. Despite low unemployment and record corporate profits, real wages have barely increased in the past 2 decades. This phenomenon, often called the Japanese wage paradox, is driven by several factors. Seniority-based pay systems. Many firms prioritize tenure over performance. Precarious employment. Nearly 40% of Japanese workers are non-regular employees, such as part-timers and contract workers. Corporate hoarding of profits. Large firms often prioritize internal reserves over wage increases. Professor Nakamura emphasizes, blaming foreigners for wage stagnation is convenient but ignores these deeper problems. The real issue is structural rigidity and weak labor union power. Political rhetoric and public sentiment. The narrative that foreign labor hurts Japanese workers has been used by some political figures, particularly from nationalist or conservative camps, to stir anti-immigrant sentiment. In a recent televised debate, a politician claimed that foreigners are driving down wages and overburdening our welfare system. However, data from the Ministry of Internal Affairs shows that foreign residents pay more into the system through taxes and social insurance than they take out in benefits. Furthermore, Foreign workers are more likely to be uninsured or underinsured due to employer negligence, meaning their access to welfare is often restricted, not excessive. The value of foreign labor. It's important to note that foreign workers do not merely fill jobs, many contribute to Japan's long-term economic vitality. In industries like IT, engineering, and education, foreign professionals are helping Japan remain competitive globally. Take the case of Rafael, a Filipino nurse working in Osaka under the EPA program. He says, I care for patients who have no one else. Many Japanese young people don't want to do this job, even if the pay rises. It's not just about money, it's about the kind of work. His story is echoed by thousands of foreign workers who support aging communities, keep convenience stores open late at night, and clean hotels across the country. Future policy directions. In 2024, the Japanese government revised its basic immigration policy to allow some skilled workers to stay indefinitely and bring family members. This marks a shift from its historically rigid stance on immigration. Economist Mari Tanaka argues this is a step in the right direction. Rather than fearing foreign workers, we should create systems that ensure fair treatment, equal pay, and integration. That will benefit everyone. Experts agree that Japan's challenge is not the presence of foreign labor, but how the country chooses to manage it. Conclusion. Myth versus reality. So, is it true that, if the number of foreigners increases, Japanese wages will not rise? The answer is nuanced. In some low-wage sectors, the influx of foreign labor may reduce upward pressure on wages, but this effect is small and localized. The broader stagnation in wages stems from structural issues in Japan's labor system, not the mere presence of foreigners. If anything, Japan's future economic stability may hinge on how well it integrates foreign workers, not how much it resists them. To build a fair and prosperous society, Japan must confront its wage stagnation with holistic reforms, transparency, and a commitment to equal treatment, regardless of nationality.